number one is rape. Women fantasize about being raped. I just went to Google, man. The last part of the video, the woman says, they said, what's your well, look, the whole video is about maybe 2 minutes long.
Hey, step in some, brothers.
And all the women said this. What's your sexual fantasy? I don't want to speak about it. I don't want to say that, Lord. Oh, this is embarrassing, right? Because you know what they wanted to say. They wanted to get raped. But one of them came out, she said, I want to be tied up, and I want to be beat.
I'm getting excited. Operation just to fulfill my dream about what you're telling me.
But this is the thing. If you go to Google and you say the number one fantasy, sexual family of fantasy of women and of men is women fantasize about being raped. But a lot of times they don't believe.
Because it's safe to fantasize. Doing it and having it done, when they think about it and having it done.
No, but a lot of times these women that get raped, they fall in love with the guy that raped them.
Yep.
There was this one thing where they had a rest.
You're right. I love my right hand.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm not going to shake. I'll give you my elbow.
I just had a menage a trois.
And where you from, man?
I'm from my mother. My mother raped my father. Believe it or not, my mother was a roller derby star. My father was an athlete. My mother raped my father going out.
But where did your line go back? Where's your father's line? I'm saying, Europe.
Oh, Russia.
Oh, you want a black Russian? You want a black Russian?
No, I'm a white Russian.
No, you're a black Russian.
No, I can't hang with the brothers. I saw myself. I was an ex-porn star. I'm supposed to be getting back pay for being a lesbian for all these years. I take you very well. That's because I only hung out with Chinese people and Egypt.
Hey. That's great. You know how we know you want us? Because your character, man. You got that character, brother.
I'll tell you something. Jerry Butler. Remember Jerry Butler?
Yeah.
Look him up. Jerry Butler, porn star. That's me, but I also, this Jerry Butler, porn star. I'm Jerry Butler with the lights on. He's Jerry Butler with the lights off.
Okay, man.
Feel good.
All right now. You're a Jake, man. Go ahead.
This is Job, chapter 39.
Hey, but he agreed. He said, I believe that, man. Now, if he's actually a porn star, them porn star bitches, they'll tell you that, well, they get into it because they got raped. They got raped, man. They like being raped, man. But most of them will not admit to it, man. Only honest women. How many women you know that are honest?
Yeah.
You know?
The brother ain't lying, man. I had personal experience with that shit.
Yeah, well, you know when the women say no, they really mean yes.
Yep.
You know? How many times you go with a woman and it's getting hot and say, no.
Because they're acting out. They're acting out. You know?
Down there it's wet as hell. All right, and then when you finally get to them, gosh damn, this bitch is wet.
You know what you do to a woman? You know what you do to a woman? You go like you're going to go deal with her, right? And if she says no, you say, okay, goodbye. Nice to meet you. Oh, man. Where you going? I'm going to get some sex. It don't have to be with you. No, come stay.
Or let's say you go and you meet him and you be a perfect gentleman. Right? You know what they'll say after you leave? That guy's a fat.
Yeah.
He didn't even try to taste too nice.
I know that for a fact because certain women I actually knew that had boyfriends or they would call me, that guy didn't try to jump on me. What's wrong with this guy? He was just a gentleman. I had to let him home early, man.
See?
You know? So they'll come out and say it, man. But a lot of times they'll keep it in. Anyway, let's go into what we're going into.
Job chapter 39, verse 12. It says, wilt thou believe him that he will bring home thy seed and gather it into thy barn?
Rhinoceros or rhinoceri, they don't do that.
That's right.
They don't pick up seeds and put it in a barn.
Right.
That's parabolic talk. That's hip talk. Okay?
Oh, speaking of barn, Yahweh Shai taught a parable where he used the word barn.
Matthew's 13.
Right. Which he was
speaks
talking
about the seed. Some seed fell on stony ground.
Right.
You know?
And he speaks about gathering the elect into the barn, which the barn in this case is the chariots. When Yahweh Shai comes back, you're going to gather the elect, they're going to be in the chariots. That's the barn, when you read the parable.
Yeah, because the elect is being gathered by this right here. All right? By us filming it and putting it on YouTube. See, the Most High put the spirit on these crackers to set up that YouTube thing.
Absolutely.
Because if we didn't have the YouTube or the net, Jake's wouldn't have been woken up, man.
That's right.
And it tells you in, was it Matthew's 10 and 25 or thereabouts? No, it says we should not go over all the cities of Israel until I come. Meaning we're not going to fit you. Most of them camps, they'll get on the plane, they'll go out, and they'll set up camps, hoping that. We didn't do none of that, man. If anything, we got guys that saw us on YouTube that had some elders, all right, if I come out to New York, I'll be out. Of course. So we didn't have to do that. Because who helped us? The unicorn helped us, man.
That's right.
The internet. Okay?
Yeah, and what now Nate had to physically go to those places to set up a camp. But we have brothers in London, Jamaica, etc. So what got on them to create a camp? What got on them to form a camp? To go out and speak?
It wasn't us getting on the phone, man.
Exactly.
How many phone calls? You got to be on the phone 24 hours, 7 days a week, man.
Yeah.
We just push it out there. It's like fishing. You cast out the bait, and the fish. You know, didn't the Lord say He's gonna make you fishers of men?
Yeah.
So we're fishing, okay? Now does the fisher go out with a armband with spikes on it? If you take a bet and you go out into the river where there's fish, bluefish, trout, kingfish, and then you try to battle, you ain't never gonna get no fish, man. You gotta take a line or a net. You take a net. What is a web called? A worldwide net, right? Worldwide web, which is a net. It's a network.
www.
The word network, all right, comes from the fishing tool, because you got that net. And when you build a net, it's called network. You see how it has like those squares?
Yeah.
It has those squares in it? Well, anyway, that's how signals are sent. Okay, they show you that, man. That's how signals are sent. You got one signal going to Chicago, then you got smaller signals going out to different parts. Then you got another signal that's connected, and they're all connected. So the Most High said, I will make you fishers of men. So what net are we using? This net right here. We put it on the web. Okay?
If I may say, and where it is broadcast, that's the water.
Oh,
Yeah.
broadcast.
Right.
When you take the net in the ancient world, there is a broadcast. Cast meaning throw.
Yeah.
Right.
Broad meaning wide.
Yeah.
The bigger net you have, the more fish you catch.
Right, brother.
All right? Broadcast it. And then when it comes together, when you bring it back up, all the fish are going to be caught up in that web, on that network.
Yeah, when it goes out, I'm sorry, bro. When the signal goes out in the air, that's the waters. That's right. So just like you take the net and you throw it into the waters and it catches the fish, it's the same concept.
Yep. And what he's saying is right, because when you read Genesis, it tells you that there was a firmament to separate the waters inside the firmament from the waters outside the firmament.
Right.
Technically, this is the waters. Why? We're breathing what? Oxygen, right? Which is what? Evaporated water. When the humidity was high, about a week ago, when the humidity, it was 90 and the humidity was 80-something%, your clothes feel sticky to you and you got wetness all over your body. Why? From what? Humidity, which is what? Water. That's in the air. That's called humidity. So this is what? We're in the waters.
We're made up of water, 70% water.
Yep, we're made up of water. When you're in your mother's stomach, you're in what? Water.
We're in water.
When water breaks, you come out, right?
Come out.
The scriptures say we're in the waters.
If you don't drink water, fluid, in 3 days you die. Food, I think, is 21 days you start to break down. But water, I believe it's 3 days, you die.
This is the book of Jeremiah 16:16. Behold, I will send for many fishers, saith the Lord.
Aren't the fishers out there fishing? Don't y'all got a camp? Y'all fishing, right? You out there going to your spot fishing. We at our spot fishing. Go to Texas, Chicago, Florida, LA, London, all over the place, man. All over the planet, man. We out there fishing, man. You know?
And when a woman
And
rejects,
the best day to go fishing is what? On a Saturday, right?
when a woman rejects you, right? And check it out. When a woman rejects you,
Hey, I fished as a kid. The best day is a Saturday.
yeah, that's true. And when a woman rejects you, right? What do you tell a woman? Oh, baby, there's plenty of fish in the sea. Are you actually calling her a fish? No, you're using the analogy of a fish.
Go ahead, read that again.
Jeremiah 16:16. Behold, I will send for many fishers, saith the Lord, and they shall fish them. And
So we're in the fishing stage.
Yep.
In other words, you ain't supposed to go and put a gun in somebody's head and say, look, you got to get with that camp. Or you go to a woman, look, you got to marry me. I'm an Israelite, you're an Israelite, or I'm going to knock you over the head like Nate does. All right? Or Nate's people do. Fishing meaning you gentle with it, man.
Right.
Okay? Go ahead.
and they,
How many fish you going to catch with a spear? You do have spear fishes. But if you use a net, you can catch hundreds of fish. Okay? Well, then, okay, you said clams. And so what do you do when you catch the fish, right? You got to separate the fish, okay?
it says, and they shall, and after,
Clean fish from the unclean fish. That's right. Well, go ahead.
and after will I send for many hunters, and they shall
The
hunt them.
hunters are going to come when the race riots come, when Jacob's trouble comes. That's when the hunt. Because when the hunters come, if you don't know, if you're walking around talking about your Kemetic, guess what? You're going to be put to death. The angels aren't going to sit down and reason with you and talk. We're the ones that, we're the good guys. The angels are the bad guys. We're trying to be nice. We're trying to get you to come into this, right? Right? Hey, when a flight came down, did we look like we threatened him? We were trying to make him get it, man. And he even said, you almost made me believe that. Oh, you know what messed him up? Oh, except for the fish part.
Yeah,
that's
fish
spiritual.
Yep.
Except for the fish part, you know? So it's all spiritual, man.
He got messed up now.
And he knows he's an Israelite, man. Them guys know that they're Israel. They know that, man. It's just pride won't allow them to admit it, man. Go ahead.
And after will I send for many hunters, and they shall hunt them from every mountain.
That's when the angels come. And that's when we get the spiritual power. So when the hunting part comes, we're not going to ask you what's your nationality. If we know that if you think that you're a Hamitic person or atheist or Catholic, you're just going to get killed, man. That's not going to be negotiation time. Matter of fact, go to, what is that, Ecclesiastes 5:1.
Ecclesiastes 5:1. Keep thy foot when thou goest to the house of the Most High, and be more ready to hear than to give the sacrifice of fools.
Because you got a lot of guys that'll come out, right? And they'll listen for a year, maybe two. Then all of a sudden, they're out there teaching, talking about I'm an elder. I'm an apostle, I'm a this, I'm a that. All right? They're like dope. Y'all know I'm at Phobia. I call them dope. All right? Them guys are kids, man. The main guy, he just came into this thing, man. What, 4 years ago? If that long? And now he's an elder? And he don't know shit, man. And he's coming up against us. Are you out your damn mind? I will make you look stupid with these scriptures, man. You don't know these scriptures, man. Through the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua and through time, man. I knew the elders personally. I used to hang out with the elders, man. When the movie Malcolm X came out, did you go to that with us to the movie? No. It was me, Ariel, Marsha, Lahad, Shia, all of us, man. It was about 30 of us. We went to go see that movie together, man. I remember Ariel used to go see certain movies. He would hit the number. There'd be like maybe 12 of us. Look, I'm paying baby. Then we had a dude that was the CO, but he was security at the theater. We didn't even have to pay. What movie y'all want to see? We'll go right on there.
We went to see Posse.
Oh, yeah, Posse. Yeah,
Big Daddy Kane was there. He was in the lobby.
Yep.
You went to see it too.
Yep, that's right. Go ahead, brother.
It says, for they consider not that they do evil.
Right, read it up above that.
Keep thy foot when thou goest to the house of the Most High.
Yeah, that's these guys that come on YouTube, and they got 3 years in, 4 years in, and they're trying to go head to head with us. All right? Go ahead.
And be more ready to hear
be more ready to hear. Go ahead.
than to give the sacrifice of food.
You say that you know something. Then I'll ask you a point, a question. Okay, you know this whole breakdown? Okay, what does this part mean? Then they don't come back for like 2 days. Then they'll mix some shit up. Then you say, wrong. I got another question. What does this mean? Wrong. Then after a while, they disappear. But then that demon jump back on them, then they'll come back again with some more bullshit, man. Go ahead.
For they consider not that they do evil.
For they consider not that they do evil, man.
Be not rash with thy mouth, and let not thine heart be hasty to utter anything before the Most High. For the Most High is in heaven, and thou upon earth. Therefore let thy words be few. For a dream cometh through the multitude of business, and a fool's voice is known by multitude of words. When thou vowest a vow unto the Most High, defer not to pay it, for he hath no pleasure in food. Pay that which thou owest. Pay that which thou hast vowed. Better is it that thou shouldest not vow than that thou shouldest. Verse 5. For that thou shouldest vow and not pay.
Well, like when you come in this truth, that's a vow. You know, when
that's why when you leave the truth, you're cut off, man. And you had guys that left the truth, got kicked out, fell out, talked shit, and they trying to get back in, but the door's closed.
A lot of guys look at this thing lightly. But when you come into this knowledge, you're actually making a vow. You're making a vow before Yahweh Shem Yahushua. You gotta, like he said, you gotta pay that vow. Because if you don't pay it, it'll be sin unto you. That's in the law.
Go ahead.
Suffer not thy mouth to cause thy flesh to sin. Neither say thou before the angel that it was an error.
Oh, that's why I'm sorry, when you fall out the truth, you know, like it says, hunters, like the apostles going into the angels may pay you a visit.
No, they are going to pay you a visit. They ain't no may about it. They're going to pay you a visit.
And then it ain't going to be a social call. The angels going to straight take you out, man.
The angels are the Most High's hitmen.
Yeah, the Most High.
Hey, when the hitman comes, you know, they got a contract to kill this guy, and they're going to pay him a certain amount of money. You got certain people, how much they paying you? I'll pay you triple that. I got to keep the contract. Okay? So that's what the angels do, man. Scripture say that the angels love to do the bidding of the Most High, man.
And the angels, they're like the Terminators. Remember the saying from the movie, the first one? It can't be bargained with. It can't be bought. It doesn't feel pity. It doesn't feel remorse. No fear. The angels are just straight cold killers, man. That's what they do. And like the apostle said, they love to do the Lord's bidding.
They're programmed to do what the Most High said. So you can't tell them nothing, right? Okay?
It says, suffer not thy mouth to cause thy flesh to sin, neither say thou before the angel that it was an error. Wherefore should the Most High be angry at thy voice and destroy the work of thine hand?
But let me ask you all a question. Was there an angel that was appointed to kill Moses? Okay, what was the reason? By a show of hands. There was an angel that the Most High sent, death angel. The Most High sent out a death angel to kill Moses, a man that the Most High loved. Why did the Most High send down a death angel to kill Moses? More hands should be up. More hands should be up. Say that again? This man been studying. Okay? Whether he's reading or he's watching us, he's studying, man. All your hands should have went up, man. This guy's faces out here I've seen for years, man. Yeah, because he knew, because that covenant, the first covenant with Abraham and the Most High was to circumcise yourself, even your servants. So that went down to Moses, man, and that went down to the children of Israel. So Moses didn't circumcise his son, and that thing was going to kill him. And guess who stopped that thing? A heathen woman. Right. A woman, an Ethiopian woman. He should be happy he didn't get with the nigga woman.
Kushite.